We're back and we're taking on not one, but two former Premier League clubs in this episode, one of which were former Premier League winners. Okay, it was in the 90s, but it still counts, doesn't it? It's winning the top league. Our form has been pretty good. We've only lost the one game so far. That is against Huddersfield. And we're doing well in the Carabao Cup as well. We beat Millwall. We now got to play West Ham in the next round, but we're going to do that one off camera. Can we pick up 6 more points in this episode and keep this run going? Let's go and find out. Hiya folks, and welcome back to the next thrilling instalment of Revisiting Birmingham, where I said in the intro we're playing Stoke and Blackburn. We need to capitalise on our recent form. I said in the intro we've only lost that one game so far. It is against Huddersfield. They beat us 2-0, and I think they're second in the table at the moment if we have a quick look there. Now they're down to third now, so I'm not too fussed we've lost to them. They're in and around us. We need to beat the bigger teams, the better teams, shall we say, and they've beaten us there. So we need to go and beat some of the other teams that are around us, and that is going to be Stoke and Blackburn. Blackburn are currently in 9th. Stoke, I think, are in 6th. If we go back to the table, yeah, they are in 6th. So yeah, 9th and 6th. We can beat those teams. That would be fantastic. The other games then. So the last game you guys would have saw or seen. I can't actually remember. Oh, it was Bournemouth and Wickham, wasn't it? So we then beat Southampton 1-0. We beat Millwall 4-1 in the third round of the Moose Cup, which sets us up with the tie against West Ham in the fourth round. I think we can beat them. Fingers crossed we can beat them. It'd be nice to have a little cut run there. Birmingham are former winners of this trophy, so it'd be nice to win it with them again. But, I mean, we're a championship side. I don't think that's going to happen. We then, as I said, we lost to Huddersfield. We then beat Plymouth 4-0 and beat Sheffield United 1-0. On a returning note, shall we say, Robbie Blackburn, we found him again. He scored a hat-trick against Plymouth. I think he scored against Sheffield United as well. If we have a quick look at his form. Yeah, so he's sort of picked it up. He's got 2 against Millwall. That was the cup, though. 3 in the league against Plymouth. 1 against Sheffield United. So he scored 5 goals in 9 starts in the league. So we're slowly getting him back. He's not as prolific as he has been in previous seasons, but I'm hoping that will pick up. So let's jump straight in to the Blackburn game. I nearly said Birmingham game there. We're Birmingham, Russ, come on. Playing Blackburn. Team we're putting out there then is Hogarth in goal. Back 4, Strap, Hendrickson, Holzman in Cham. Garrett at the base of midfield. James and Gabby in front of him. John Jules on the left. Anderson on the right. And Blackburn up front. Hendrickson is on a 1.5 star for the position he's playing in. I don't think he's turning out to be the lone amazing player that I thought he was going to be. And it was a bit of a risk taking him, bringing him to the club, as I said when we introduced him to you guys. But it's a body there, and we need him 4 games. I mean, if we're going to play in the Cup, we're going to play Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, stuff like that. We need rotation at the back, and that's exactly what he provides to us. So 15 minutes have gone in this match. 3 shots so far. We've had 1, and that being on target. Blackburn having the 2 shots, 1 off, and all of them off target so far. And we've got the first highlight of the game on the 25th minute. James feeds it to Anderson, tries to pass it into the goal. It hits the Blackburn player, comes back to him, and then it bobbles up, and we've got a corner, and it's Strap putting this one in. Aiming for the centre. He needs to aim for the back post, really. Strap cuts it back in, but nothing's come of it. It is a end of the highlight, so it was a poor cross coming in for him. And we need to find a route towards goal. And it's a big lump forward from the Blackburn goalkeeper. James has received the header from our defender. Anderson chips that forward to the left. He's better going right. Needs to be better with his options. I mean, he should be playing on that right side. Maybe that's why he's gone left, because he should be where he's passing the ball. But Blackburn on the counter-attack down that right hand side. Garrett's there to step in. What an interception from the lad. James releases John Jules. He's got 2 over on the right-hand side. Can he find him? He goes to James. James into Gabby. Gabby loses the ball, but James picks it up. Edge of the box. Loses it again. And Blackburn have got 3. Cameron Archer's just ran round our defenders. Feeds it out to that right-hand side. You can see a goal coming there, can't you? I can feel it as well. And it's Hendrickson's fault why the goal goes in. Blackburn 1. Birmingham 0. Hendrickson's just... his body's out of shape. It hits him, falls nicely into the path of the Blackburn player, and they take the lead. 33 minutes on the clock. That puts us down to 8th now. Blackburn into those playoff positions, and there goes the half-time whistle. Strap's playing poor. Blackburn's playing poor. John Jules playing poor. Hogarth's playing poor as well. It's just not good enough for us, is it? I'm going to put the hands on the hip. I'm going to say show me something different in this second half. And I'm also going to take off Colin Strap. If we got someone at the left who can play his backhand can come on. He's such a better player than what he is. And it's straight from the kickoff then. Blackburn have the ball. It's in their defence at the moment. We're standing off and Cham just steps in to win the ball. Holzman over to Hendrickson. Gives it back to Hogarth. Into Holzman again. Garrett. We're just playing triangles at the moment with the ball. We're not under any pressure from the Blackburn players. We're chipping that ball forward, trying to find our Blackburn, but yeah, we've not got it to him. And the goal scorer feeds it in. Oh, and luckily he's put it wide. Hogarth was rushing out, and Cameron Archer just stabbed at it with no real direction on the shot or power, and it does go under Hogarth and wide. Corner for Blackburn. We need to get ahead on this one. We do it. It's Cham, and Anderson chases this ball out to that right-hand side. Left-hand side, sorry. He's now running up the line. Cuts it back to James. Anderson's massively out of position. Blackburn got sandwiched by the two players there. It was literally a Blackburn sandwich. And they've got the ball into the box. Holzman's there to get it clear. James steps in. John Jules releases Blackburn. Go on, son. Get your 6th goal. Get in there. Blackburn 1. Birmingham 1. Robbie Blackburn. Take a bow, son. You beat the offside trap. You just nicely ran into the box and then just did what you always do. Just put it into the back of the net. Well done. Now go and find us a winner somehow. Holzman over to Cham on this right-hand side. Up to Anderson. Anderson's got 2 players round him and it just loses the ball. Loses confidence. And yeah, Blackburn are coming again at us. We force them back at the moment. It's a nice quick transition from them. Cham. If the goal hadn't have gone in, I think we're going to be giving away a penalty, but it's a second goal for Joe Aribo and a second goal for Blackburn. 2-1 now, just before the hour mark. I'm going to make a couple of changes here. Who are we going to be taking off? Blackburn's doing okay. Everyone's sort of recovered. Hendrickson hasn't though, so I think he needs to be the player that comes off. But the only player I've got that can come on for him is Fogroles. So we'll do that. We'll put Cham on, swap him with Holzman. Fogroles isn't going to be too happy playing back there, if I'm totally honest. And another change we're going to do then will be Guidey coming on for Anderson. That's the changes we're making. Hopefully it can affect the game how I'm expecting it to, where we can just shore up the defence out a little bit more and then be a little bit more attacking on that right-hand side. I know Anderson is good, but Guidey's younger. He's got those young legs. Can attack the Blackburn defence, and nothing's really happened since those substitutions. We need to make a couple more as well to conserve some energy. That'll be Lafluente on for James, and I think Barrios can come on for John Jules. That changes it. Last changes, 5 minutes to go. And we've got the ball with Lafluente in midfield. Guidey's, he's cutting quite deep. Guidey's got it back from Cham, who feeds it into Fogroles. Blasts it in. Barrios is... Well, he's had to collect the ball because it was overhit. Lafluente with the head. Back down to Barrios. And we've got ourselves a penalty. Stepping up for this one. Number 11. It is Blackburn. And as calm as you like, puts it into the back of the net. 2-2. We are getting ourselves a late equaliser. I'm just going to encourage the boys a little bit more as well, just to go for the winner. 4 minutes. I don't think we can do it, but it's good picking up points here. We're not losing to teams around us. We're keeping them at bay whilst trying to chase down the top flight, well, the top half of the table. We'll say they're unlucky. There's players that I'm not really happy with how they perform. So Strap, you had a poor game. So let's give you a little bit of a roasting. Say that to him. We fired him up. Who else didn't play well? Hendrickson. Again, we'll fire that boy up. Relieved as was looking nervous. I don't know what that means. Just play good. You're playing for a good team. Play good. Let's move on to the Stoke game then. At the moment we are sick for 3 points off of Swansea with a game in hand on a lot of the teams around us. So if we can win that game in hand, although Sheffield United have a game in hand, so does Swansea, so the likelihood of being top of the table is very slim. Let's come back for the Stoke game. Fingers crossed we can pick up 3 points there. The team then for the Stoke match. We have one player who's on a little bit of a fitness test, so we'll monitor him throughout the game. The team we're putting out there to hopefully pick up 3 points is Hogarth in goal, a back four of Bagan, Forrester, Holzman and Cham, Garbraith for the base midfield, Lafluente and Gabby in front of him, Anderson on the left, Volpato on the right, and Blackburn, as always, up front. As I said, Forrester on that fitness test, we'll probably give him maybe 60 minutes and then take him off. If he's looking tired at half-time, then we'll take him off then. Stoke lost in the most recent game. They lost to Barnsley, so they're reeling a little bit. Hopefully we can hit them and just cause more misery to them. It is at Stoke's ground, though, and Stoke are quite formidable there. They were when they were in the Premiership. Or the Premier League, sorry. But it all depends on what they're like in the Championship and on Football Manager. And the first highlight is with our 16 minutes on the clock. Volpato's with the ball. He's in quite deep. Tries to find Bagan, but yeah, he just asked far too much of him. And it was a weak pass, if I'm totally honest. He needed to play it out a little bit wider and with a little bit more pace on it. And Stoke down this left-hand side. It's gone in. Can we get it? Ooh. Looping header. Bagan was never going to get to it. He's not going to risk getting sent off or giving away a penalty and go straight over Hogarth and into the back of the net. Stoke take the lead, 17 minutes on the clock. And if you have a look at the match stats as well, it is all Stoke so far. 4 shots, 4 of those on target. We've just registered our first shot as well. Now we've got 3. We just need to get it towards goal. Be a little bit more prolific, lads. Again, Blackburn's having a poor game, 6.5. 6.4 for Lafluente. 6.4 for Bagan. We've not turned up really, have we? Not turned up whatsoever. Say that to them. I'm not going to take anybody off just yet. We'll give him another 15 minutes. Forrester looks quite good as well for fitness. So yeah, hour mark should be enough for him before we try and change the game. I'm going to go on the attack. And I'm going to demand more from us as Bagan whips that one in. Oh, header. I don't know if it's Holzman or Volpato. It hits the base of the post. Now we need to make those substitutions. And Cham needs to come off, so we'll bring on Clark. Goodwin can come on for Forrester. What else can we do? I think Lafluente needs to go up front. We're going to take off Blackburn, stick Lafluente up there. James can slot back into the midfield and go with this for the remainder of the game. We are going to make a couple more substitutions towards the end of it as well. Anderson's on 6.1, so he needs to come off as well. What is with our players at the moment and picking up really dreadful ratings? Bagan's on a 6.3 as well. 6.4 for Louis Holzman. It just doesn't make any sense really. So Barrios and John Jules can come on. There's the final 2 substitutions with 13 minutes left to go. Encourage. We're going to do something. It is Stoke with a throw-in in our half. Can we get to the ball at some point? It gets whipped in. Bagan's headed it the wrong way. Holzman's headed it the wrong way as well. Pressure's away from the goal, but it's not totally released. It's off at the moment again now. Stoke have just given the ball away. John Jules steps in to win the ball and plays it behind the player, doesn't he? Oh, what are we thinking? It's James as well. Gabby, one of the two. One of them's just not reading the passage you're playing, not speaking to anyone. Hogarth's there to make a save, or not. He's not speaking to anyone. He's not listening to what's being said to them. Hogarth makes a save there. Throw in from them. It's gone put into the box. Garbraith's got it clear. It's like the Barrios on that left-hand side. He's done well to get onto the ball. Gives it back to Bagan. Bagan launches that forward, trying to find Lafluente. Nearly finds him. Stoke player gets head onto it. Lafluente should be closing the player down. He's not. And Bagan's in to win the ball. Feeds that through to Barrios. Barrios can't get onto it. Stoke come away with it. I think we're going to lose this game. I think we're going to be 2-0 down as well. Yeah, I called it. Absolutely called it there. We're going to go down to positive. I think that's all we can do. Disappointing. Really disappointing, that. This is a good opportunity to pick up 6 points in this episode, and we picked up 1 and lost to a team that are weaker than us, in my opinion. Just not turned up on the day. I'm going to throw the water bottle. I'm going to say that to him there. I've just annoyed the entire team by the looks of things. But look at your ratings. I mean, 6.3, 6.1, 6.3, 6.2, 6.4. You haven't turned up, you haven't played. What do you expect? What do you expect? I'm expecting this team to be fighting for the title, for playoffs, and then you put in a performance like that. Unacceptable. Really is. Right. Have a look at the league table then. We've slipped down to 9th now. We were in 6th. We do have that game in hand though, so we could go back up to around about here. I mean, saying that, if we win 5-0 and Swansea lose their game in hand, we could be in 2nd. I mean, who knows? Stranger things have happened, haven't they? Quick look at the schedule then. I'm going to come back. Oh, we've got to do Swansea, haven't we? Got to do the Swansea game. Swansea, Coventry. That's my thinking, definitely. Swansea being at the top of the table at the moment, or near the top of the table. And Coventry are a localish rival for Birmingham. So, disappointed to only pick up 1 point in those games. And the last game against Stoke, just didn't even turn up, did we? Can we beat West Ham, though? That's a big question. And can we turn this little blip around? Find out in the next one.